we're getting hit pretty good in this snowstorm, and so I figured I'd take a little walk. I'm Ray Bagnawalo, and if you know me, hello, and if you don't, thanks for tuning in. You know, so there's one person responsible for Alex's death, Renee's death, for the confusion, the chaos, the disruption, the invasion of one person who, if they had not interfered with the bipartisan bill for an immigration reform before the elections, he interfered with just simply to have this opportunity to cause this kind of chaos and this kind of violence for his own purposes of stirring up his base and gaining control. We wouldn't be in this situation. There's one person at the top of this who is directing this and who's causing these deaths. The same person, the same one who initiated, and made the January 6th insurrection impossible. I mean, if you're Republican, if you're independent, if you're Democrat, if you've never voted, if you don't want to vote, now's the time to start thinking about maybe it's time to vote, and just vote for someone who cares about people, not just themselves. There is no reason for this to be going on. It is all manufactured. And it's manufactured, I'm sorry to say, from a place of great anger. Listen, elections often are about anger. People vote for someone who they think will take away their anger about not having economic conditions that they can live in, not having food on the table, not having a place to live, not having health care, not having what they need for their daily life and existence. I get it, but this last election there was something else. There was a vote for anger. Misdirected, undirected. We're just angry, and we want someone who's angry, and Donald Trump has always been angry. And now we're seeing the politics of anger that include retribution and this kind of chaos. So what do we do? Well, first of all, I am so sorry again to hear that someone else had to die so that this can get the attention that it needs. Alex, a VA nurse, you know, the stories they're spinning are so cockeyed. He had a license for self-carry. When he went to try and help someone who had fallen, he's a VA nurse, an ER nurse. He was there filming to make sure people's constitutional rights weren't violated. Someone fell. He went over to help them. As he moved to help them, the ICE agents tussled him to the ground. In the process of doing that, they discovered he had a gun, and they disarmed him. They took away his legal carry gun and stepped back. And then some ICE agent pointing a gun at his back from some distance, a shot was fired. However it happened, 8 more shots at least were fired until he was riddled with bullets. Think of Renee. Think of how she was pulled from that car. And then they tried to blame it on her partner, her wife. This is crazy, folks, okay? It's just misdirected, undirected anger. And whoever you are better than this. If whatever you believe in terms of policies, you are better than this. This is not the way we go about doing things while we are being embarrassed to tears on the world stage. What is it that he wants? That the people who follow him, who are so caught up in this web, are willing to give up of their soul, their self-esteem, what do they say to their kids? Well, you know, what do they say? I don't know. So the question becomes, what do we do? What do we do? And, you know, I'm a pastor, I'm a minister, I'm a chaplain. Those are the things I do. Who I am is somebody who believes in goodness, believes in other people, believe in a God of my understanding, like maybe you do of yours. And this is not my understanding of what it is any God anybody has anywhere or believes in, wants us to do or be part of. We simply can't be. But we've got to get our voice heard. And to start thinking about this as a vote for or against anger and everything that anger brings to bear, the madness. You know, I've been talking a lot about it. When I get a politician in front of me, I don't care what they're running for. I don't care if it's for libraries so important. I don't care if it's for national, public, regional office. I don't care if it's for a co-op board, president or member. I'm going to ask them, do you love people? Don't give me, well, you know, some people listen to that. No. Do you love people? Because if you don't, or if you're not trying to love all people, then you can't have my vote or my support and expect me to speak against you, because we need people who lead not just for a small faction of this country or anything else, but who lead for everybody, especially in national office. Look, there's an election coming up in the midterms, and it seems like a long way away, and it is in some ways, but it's not in others. We have to continue to take care of one another, to, as Adam Kinzinger says, lift this burden off our shoulders, set it down, because we can't be oppressed or tired or weakened by other people's anger if we want to be able to have an ability to fight back, talk back, speak back, change things. So set it down. We all know. I couldn't be more sad about Alex or about Renee or about all the other people around the country that have felt the hands, the fists, the thick hands and small fingers of ICE agents and those who sent them. So, protest when you can protest. Speak when you can speak. Write if you write. If, as Adam said in his most recently Substack post, if 7 or 8 Congress people simply went to the Speaker of the House, what's his name? If they went to the Speaker of the House and they said, listen, we are not voting for anything, until you bring this forward and we start making some changes in DHS, period, it would stall the government. It would stop it. And it seems that the Senate is on that track. We have to stay informed. We don't have to become politicians. We just have to be the citizens, we the people. They've been using that line. Have you heard it? How disgusting. How disgusting that they used the line to support their efforts in going into areas of the country and killing people and harming people. Taking 5-year-old kids. This is crazy. So if you think this is good, okay, find another Substack. But if you don't, don't give up. Just don't give up. This is breaking up before our eyes. It's going to take a while, but this is breaking up before our eyes. We have to keep the pressure on. All of this pushback is not happening because we're failing. It's because we've been succeeding. It's because we've been moving forward in our relationship with one another in community and society based on all the things we hold dear. We have been moving forward. And we've been making progress, and it's the last thing they want. They're pushing back with everything they got. Just remember that none of this had to happen if Donald J. Trump Jr. had not interfered with the bipartisan immigration deal that was ready to go. It did not serve his purpose. Be damned everyone else. He wanted this fight. He wants it to get worse, and we have to be aggressively peaceful in everything we do, even in the midst of these horrors. It brings us right back to Martin Luther King Day. And again, I'm quoting him. I just watched his Substack post, his live video, and he just hit one bell after the other. This is the first president since MLK Day was inaugurated that did not honor or mention Martin Luther King, except the week before, when he made, oh, my hands are cold. Oh. Except the week before, when he made a statement, something about civil rights. Well, it was good, but it really did discriminate against white people. Dog whistles, everywhere. No, I wouldn't vote for him for dog catcher either. And I don't want you to vote for him or for anyone who stands up for him. Ask the people you want to serve you, do you love people? Because that answer is going to tell you more about who they are and whether you should find somebody else. Because Republican friends, Democrat friends, independent friends, even you all who voted for Trump, I know you didn't vote for this. You voted for other things. You didn't vote for this. You can't tell your kids this is right. And it's happening to you and us and to us all. So ask that question.